everyone, Johnny here, slingshotfutures.com, and welcome to the Market Mindset, where we take a look at the psychology behind the moves today so we can better understand tomorrow. And today, we're taking a look at the Ultra T bonds, symbol UB, a relatively new one to the markets. It's a slightly more volatile version of the standard 30-year bonds, but they give some great moves, very similar to the bonds, just a little more volatile. Now, the overall movement that we saw today was a pretty heavy gap higher, right? I mean, looking at Friday's move, big push to the downside, completely tearing up all of this bullishness that they saw in the morning, and they ended up very low down there on the close. And then we open up today way up here. Now, a couple big things that stand out is simply that the open was inside of yesterday's movement. Now, notice that it opened up directly on that prior swing high, as well as the double top right there and the trap above it, etc. It opened up on that level. So if the buyers are going to be buying the open, this is going to be where they want to do it, right? Big potential bullish momentum here to the upside. And then we get the first candle of the day that shows a little bit of a different story. Very weak first candle of the day. Okay, well, it's only the first candle of the day. Maybe give it a little time and see what they want to do. The follow-through? Doji. Okay, now the bulls aren't feeling so great anymore. If they bought the open, they still haven't had the market press against them with their entry down here, but there's obviously something wrong. So if it goes back up to the highs, buyers may choose to just take profit at a new high and call it a day. And it pushed up, made a new high, weak bull candle once again. So with that weakness that we're getting all stacked up in the same place, the buyers just aren't showing any conviction. Now, it will be important if the market pulls back to their entry point to see, do they want to defend their original position? It comes back, and they do defend it. The buyers do defend that position, but as soon as they show defense, it slaps right back down again against them. So they are trying to defend it, they just don't have enough ammo to defend it, and that's going to be the big problem here for the buyers. They try to follow it up one more time with a strong bull candle, they get a little bit of follow through, and then pushes right back down again, and that kind of seals the deal, and that's why there's a sell there, because overall, if the buyers are going to take this, they should have done that about 20 minutes ago. And the fact that they're failing again after defending it once, after defending it twice, not allowing the sellers to break through, and then all of a sudden they can't get more continuation to the upside, no, something's wrong. And the fact that the sellers come back in, they close back underneath, challenging that entry point again, that is a good reason for sellers to begin looking for the short side. Now, the short side, we are firmly big gap higher. We have the moving average down here. It may just be a pushback down to get to the moving average before a rip back higher. So we have to be a little bit cautious here, selling too aggressively. But a nice sell option for the sellers to push down. Fairly good continuation lower. The buyers try again. Hey, maybe this is a range, right? Maybe this is a range and they're trying to buy the lows of it and push the market back up. They get a nice bull candle, completely falls apart again, right? You can see a common trend here. Every time the buyers try to come in, they get slapped in the face again. So the buyers try coming back in on a range low. They're slapped in the face. Very strong bear candle closing on its lows and another follow-up sell signal to the downside, assuming that now we may just be coming off of a channel high. Great sell signal all the way down to the moving average, and this is where you expect to see some buyers. That could be sellers turning into buyers, taking some profit. It could be new buyers coming in. It all depends on what the reaction is. They slam underneath the moving average, almost no hesitation there whatsoever. When the buyers try coming back in, guess what? They got slapped again. So the buyers just are not showing up to the party yet. A sell signal showing up to continue this downward drive. This is a nice, tight little bear channel working its way lower. They may want to cycle down to a slightly larger low. It's not too far away, but there's a good chance of continuation. They get a test of the lows of the channel. The rest of the sellers, if they are going to get out, this is going to be where they do it. The buyers try coming in, strong bull candle, and, well, you guessed it, slapped right in the face again. So, again, the buyers try, and they completely fall apart. Selling into that makes a lot of sense given the context, and it gave the final move to the downside. Now, I say final move because we finally get some bullish continuation to the upside, right? Consistent bullishness. Strong bull, strong bull, strong bull, strong bull, strong bull. Very strong bullish momentum back above the moving average. Now, it was met with selling pressure, but after that amount of bullish movement, you have to anticipate that the buyers are going to at least give it another shot. And right now, that would be the buy opportunity to try to jump in on that move. It may be a little bit early, but you're seeing the buyers defend this move. Now, that may just be the pullback that they wanted. It's about halfway back, right? Pulls all the way, big gap higher, pulls back about halfway and starts finding buy support. Wouldn't be a surprise to see the sellers maybe try it one more time, trap, and then run to the highs, and then we turn into a range. But overall, great momentum with both technical analysis and market psychology, and it gave you a lot of clues with the buyers just getting slapped over and over and over again. Gluttons for punishment if they were buying too early. So that's going to do it for this one. Great little market on the UB. I will be watching this very closely basically alongside the ZB. If the UB gives slightly more movement, even if it's only 20% more volatile, at $31 a tick, you can't argue with that one. So that's going to do it for this one. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you found something new, and maybe you found it a little bit interesting, maybe a little entertaining. And we'll see you next time.